We are Steve and Jill.
Together, we've been buying and reselling land since the 90s.
Our data-centric approach leaves our buyers asking, how can you sell it so cheap?
Here on the Land Academy Show,
We answer that and more. I'm Steve and Jack Butala.
And I'm Jill DeWitt, and this is the Land Academy Show.
This is episode number 2024. Today the topic is why your highest quality phone presence is imperative when you're negotiating or buying and selling real estate.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those things where
Could you
I thought
imagine?
this was automatic.
I know. Well, it's funny. This has come up many times throughout the years, and I can tell right away, and you can as well, who should be answering their phones and who shouldn't. And it's funny sometimes that people don't get it. It's like they talk monotone. Maybe they're too soft. They're never excited.
Here's a spoiler alert.
Uh-huh.
My personality on this show is not my real personality.
Oh no! Can you?
Her personality.
Yeah.
This is really Jill.
Me. This is true. We should do a. Well, we'll get into this, and we'll do a pretend. I'll answer the phone how I do it, and you answer the phone how you do it.
Okay, that's good. So listen, we're doing something different this week. Maybe it'll stick, maybe it won't. Only our audience will be the judge of that. We have we're running one episode per day this week, starting Monday, and with a theme. So this week's theme is rules to live by in your land investment business. Today, we've already mentioned it. We're talking about why your highest quality phone presence is imperative. On Tuesday, Jill, go ahead.
We're going to talk about great land deal flow is automatic following the Land Academy system.
Wednesday, how to locate places to send mail using the Land Academy red, green, yellow test.
Thursday, how often does land purchase price renegotiation happen?
And Friday, getting the land deal under contract to be purchased within just 2 days. Each day on the show, we answer a question from our Land Academy member Discord forum, and we take a deep dive into the land-related topics by your request. Today's question.
Tara wrote, okay, yep. When sellers call in, what are your response times? Do you have a specified response time to call the seller back initially? Do you have a time limit to process the deal, whether you decide to pass on the deal or go to purchase? We're currently using a maximum of 2 days to respond to Pat Live messages and then 2 weeks to move to a decision. So we tighten those, and if so, by how much? So this was a question to me personally during we do one-on-one coaching now. Surprise! For many years, people have asked us, can we just do this one-on-one coaching? And we tested a little beginning. We did group stuff. Anyway, we offer that again. So this is a person in my coaching program that I'm doing personally. And so I kind of answered her. So I'll read my question, then we can talk about it. Because this is a hot topic, especially right now. And the whole point is speed. You got to move quickly and close on these deals. So that's what I wrote. Pat Live should be letting every caller know when to hear back from you, such as, hey, the owner reviews deals every Tuesday and Thursday, whatever it is. They know the schedule. So today, like today's Monday, so the owner's going to look at the deal tomorrow on Tuesday. Where can she reach you Tuesday afternoon, and what is your best contact number? That should happen. And then the seller knows, and then you follow through. And I would make every decision, I said, within 4 business days max. That gives you plenty of time to check with the county, confirm the zoning, do all your due diligence, and make a decision, and open escrow. And I always want the sellers having a next step. They should always be moving forward.
It's really imperative to set up a system so that you're managing each one of these transactions the same way every single time. And it's not imperative, it's not important in my opinion at all to get it right the first time or the second time or the 8th time or the 10th time. But the more you do it, you're going to develop a system where it'll be developed on its own so that at some point you're like, wow, I think I got this. You know, I think every single call I'm dealing with it the same way or within parameters. Systems are absolutely important, and that's very personality driven. I'm a systems person, and luckily for me, so is Jill. Even though she has the phone personality and the sales personality, and I have the technical one, she still wants to put systems in place because in the bottom of Jill's soul, she wants to spend less time at work, not more.
True.
And so in the beginning of the career, or in the beginning of our career together, that just wasn't the case. We just wanted to get deals done, which is probably where you are. But please just keep in the back of your mind that systems will save you once you're getting 30 calls a day.
Exactly. Thank you.
Today's topic, why your highest quality phone presence is imperative.
Okay, let's role play. Sorry.
This is the meat of the show.
All right, so I would like to call you, and
oh, jeez.
I got your mailer. I'm gonna call you, and I. This is a good example. This is not meant to throw you under the bus or anybody under the bus.
It happens anyway.
That's true. So I want everyone to hear. Let's just hear the difference, shall we? Okay, so answer the phone however you would answer the phone.
Look, this is not how I would do it because, by the way, for a lot of years, a lot of decades,
you did this successfully.
I had Jill's job successfully. So this is not how I would do it, but this is the opposite.
Let's just give an example of what you should not do.
Yes.
How's that? Jack's going to play the what you should not do.
Hello.
Hi. I got a mailer. I don't know if you know if I got the right number.
Oh, yeah. Do you have a price that you want to pay? Did the number? I would like to buy your property. And did that price work in the mailer?
Hold on a moment. Hell no.
Look, you want to have a routine. Jill's going to show us how to do it. You want to have a routine, and you really want to put your Disney-like personality on that phone. That you have about 15 to 30 seconds of first impression to feel them out, and they're judging you.
There you go.
Whether or not they want to sell their property. They wouldn't have called you back if they didn't want to sell their property.
Mm-hmm. I believe there's always a deal there. That's the whole point. People go, no, they called me to yell at me. I'm like, hold on a moment. Dig a little bit. I really think that in the end, they would have thrown it in the trash and laughed if they really didn't have any interest at all. Because most people are busy. Most people have stuff going on. They don't want to take the time to do this. That's the thing. But so give them a chance. So now we could stop right there. That was a good, obviously you could see how the first impression just goes, right away. Woo.
You don't want to say hello.
Yeah.
Like you're answering your home phone.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You want to say this, probably they've looked you up on your landing page already, so they have a visual of what you look like and whether or not they identify with you, whether it's conscious or subconscious. In the Land Academy methodology, and what we teach is set yourself up before you send out the mail to put a website or web landing page up so they know what you look like and they know you're a regular person. If they think they're calling Bill Gates, it's probably not going to work.
Mm-hmm. Or another country.
Yeah.
It's not going to work.
You want to present yourself like you're just a good old boy, good old person, or however you describe it. And
my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? Okay. And then I do this every time. You guys laugh at me like, no, you don't. Yeah, I do. I really like when the phone rings, whatever's going on, I could be, having it out with the TV remote, but I pause, I throw the remote, and then I change my personality, change my focus, whatever that is, my mentality here, get right to answer that, because you never know. It could be it's a seller, it could be a buyer, it could be an agent saying, we got the best offer on the planet, where are you? I'm sending over the stuff, that kind of a thing. You never know. So I always answer feeling great about that call. Landstay, this is Jill.
I received a mailer, or I received your interest in buying my land, and you offered me $5,800 for my 25-acre property. I'm sorry, that's not going to work.
Well, all right. Well, hold on. What did I miss? Does it, what can you tell me about the property?
Well, I have never been there.
All right.
My wife inherited it about 25 years ago. We had plans to build our retirement house on it. It's just not going to work out that way.
I'm sorry.
And I'm tired of paying those real estate taxes, but I'm sure it's not worth $5,800.
All right. Well, let's figure it out. Can you give me some of the information? What's the state? What's the county? And then blah, blah, blah. Now I got you talking.
Ely County, Nevada.
We can stop there.
Oh.
It was kind of I mean, home phone presence. I mean, we could keep going all day on this.
Yeah.
And I do. In Land Academy, I have recorded calls that I share with everybody. And we could do that again here, too, if we want to on the show. But my point is, it's that first impression, get them talking, and find out about the property. Whatever the price is, let them vent, let them come to you. Let them unload. Like you started to tell me information about, I've never been there. Got it. My wife inherited. Got it. Taxes are getting to me. So got it. You know, I think it's worth more. And you know what? My price in the end of the conversation too, my $5,800 might be the price that we all end with, but we need to talk it through. And then, because he doesn't know when we get through. So don't always assume that you're wrong and that everybody wants, $2 million. You just need to get through this and see where they're coming from. One of my questions down the road would be, well, what do you think it's worth? And I bet you'd say, I have no idea. I said, well, we're at $5,800,
It's important to remember that, and this is hard for me in the beginning, that you're not just doing a real estate deal. Because what I want to do is get through the phone call as fast as I can so I can get back to doing what I would call real work. But for Jill, real work is what she's doing on the phone. That is her real. And when she gets done with an 8-hour day, and I know this from personal experience, has been on the phone for 6.5 of those 8 hours, she is satisfied, happy, and feels like she put in a solid day's work. And I think I wasted 6.5 hours. So it's important to know that when you get on the phone, getting off the phone is not the
it's goal. Not the goal.
Your goal, and doing a real estate deal is not your goal. I mean, it is your ultimate goal. But I'll tell you, if she identifies with that person who owns a property, the guy's going to eventually tell us the whole story about his wife and how they received the property, and they didn't know anything about it, and they're tired of the tax bills, and he's going to end up selling the property to Jill if she wants it. Jill has that much confidence, and that's where, if you're not there in your career, Jill's also a lifelong corporate salesperson. If you're not there in your career, you will be if you have a real interest. But the point to this episode is, it's imperative that you go through this. This is not. There's several things in life, believe it or not, in my opinion, that can't be solved by the internet. It has to be solved with human interaction, or not face-to-face in this case, but human interaction. And that's how we get deals done. That is one of the reasons that Jill and I are so successful at buying and selling real estate, is because she establishes a relationship with the seller or the buyer. They like her. They look forward to talking to her on the phone, and they want to sell to her or buy from her. That's what this episode's really about.
Thank you. That's perfect. It's really sweet when I think back about it. There have been many, many times over the years where sellers have told me, I'm going to miss talking to you. I'm like, well, you can check in. Let me know how you're doing. It's great. I've been invited to dinners. We've been invited to all kinds of places. It's really sweet.
Join us tomorrow, where the topic is great land deal flow is automatic. If you follow the Land Academy system. You are not alone in your real estate ambition.
We are Jack and Jill.
Information
and inspiration
to buy undervalued property.
We hope you find our content valuable, and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.